Hi everyone, just jumping on quickly to do a bit of a random Facebook Live. I've been trying to stick to a time, and the last 2 weeks I've been really sick. So I thought, oh well, if I've got something to say, I'm just going to jump in and say it. I'm just about to go into a call with a client about their client agreement, or the agreement that they want to have with their customers. And the reason why I've called an earlier meeting with him for his particular business is that I am concerned that the model that he is using for his business has not been tested. So he has told me in the very extensive questionnaire that I sent him about his business, his concerns. And one of the things he said is that he's worried that he is too aggressive in the payment request or format, or the process of asking for payment and how it's structured into his business model. Now, there's a couple of things I want to say about this, because I've gone through and I've prepared a draft, but I've had to stop because I am also concerned about his concern. So that's a genuine worry. So if you're feeling uncomfortable about how you're asking for money, it's very likely that you need to address that. So he said in his own words that he feels that he's being a bit aggressive, like really stern and determined in the steps or the demand for payment that his client agreement is suggesting. And very likely he's right, which is why I need to talk to him and go back to his model. There's a couple of things that I'm going to be talking to him about. The first is that this client is in complete startup. So while he needs to have an agreement before he progresses, that agreement will be a work in progress. So whatever I draft for him is something that is very likely to change, and may change quite significantly in the first 3 months of his business when he actually starts to see clients. So at the very first instance, I'll be drafting something that will only that will address issues that he may come up against, and that we can see like on the face of it, and possibly a little bit deeper, but we won't really know till he's tested out his model. So I'll be talking to him about that. My thing to him, my big, I guess, bit of advice or wisdom to him would be, I wonder whether now, and I'm going to go back and ask him this, is whether he's actually tested the model. Did he conduct client interviews or target market interviews to find out what people thought of his business model, or their pain points, or the level of pricing, and also what they expect for the money that they're paying? Because once I know that he's done that, then I have a better understanding of why he feels that the way he's asking for money is quite aggressive. And it's a real problem for this person because he's raised it several times, and I feel that to draft that into any agreement will make it very uncomfortable for him to present that agreement. So you always want to reflect your business processes accurately in your business. That's a given. You don't ever want to be saying that you're doing something